Welcome to another episode of Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt Dog. I'm Am, Who You With, Kurt Dog. Want to welcome everyone listening on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter. Man, it's been a long day today, but it's been a great day. Um, did y'all attend the ride-in for New Dallas today with Friendship West? I had the opportunity to ride in with my church family. It was great. It was a great ride. Um, that was the response to last Sunday when they showed up at the church and did they rally. Well, we showed up today. If I had to count, I would say it probably was close to 5,000 cars out there. I don't know for sure. I don't know the exact numbers, but it was a lot of people. So if you've seen it on Instagram this morning, I did post pictures from where I was staged at, and to kind of show exactly how many cars that was around me. But it was a great cause. Thank you, Pastor Haynes, for putting it on. And also, if you if you did attend it, let me know how you felt about it. I know for myself, I felt the same way the first time I went to the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. I got chills in my body to see um, all walk of life come together for a great cause like that. And not only that, seeing some of uh, older seniors out there, and then looking at some of the smaller kids that was there also, that was also involved, knew what was going on. They wasn't there just for a show, but they was there to make a cause because they are our next leaders. So definitely if you was there, let me know in the chat how you feel about it. If you was able to make it or if you seen it on social media. Um, you could chat with me live during the show and let me know how you feel, exactly how you felt about it. Because I know for me, it was a wonderful thing. And it was people from all walk of life that was there, um, that came out, that was supporting uh, this community on what we're doing in the community and trying to make a change. I'm trying to get my phone set up right, but sometimes things just don't want to operate right. So, but definitely let me know how you feel about it. Um, and also they had people out there registering people to vote. That's what's a prime opportunity to be able to come out, get registered to vote, um, and don't only get registered, but come November the 3rd, it's very important that we do go out and vote. Let your voice be heard. Don't just come out to uh, say, hey, I was here, I was there, but where it really matter is come November the 3rd. Go and vote. Not only that, um, even the local election, when they come up, we still need to get out and vote because the local election is where our laws are made at. So we definitely need to get out and vote, register. And if you are a felon, um, go to vote.org. If you have paid your dues, you're not on papers no more. Uh, Go to vote.org, check your state. You can get your rights to vote back. So definitely go to vote.org and check it out. Now, it's a couple of stories I seen in the news. We need to keep watching these stories. Um, if you haven't heard, Amber Geiger, attorney, is trying to get her a retrial on a lesser charge. That's not going to happen. So definitely stay awake on it. Make sure uh, we pay attention to it. Because while we've been distracted, or they feel like we're being distracted and paying attention to other things that is going on in the world, they'll try to come up and try to get her out of jail on a lesser charge, which I feel like that's a very uh, disrespectful decision to even consider. Taking that this man was in his home eating a bowl of ice cream, and she came into his home, shot and killed him. So that's that's pretty jacked up. So definitely pay attention to that. And something bit me there, so that's why I keep trying to move the mic. I don't want y'all to think my wife and she didn't like her dinner or something and hit me or something, because we don't do that in this household. But yeah, something bit me earlier, mosquito or something. But that's a pretty good swole. I put alcohol on it, but um, so definitely pay attention to that. Chiquita Lockett, welcome to the show. Um, if you was at the uh, ride-in for a new Dallas with Friendship West today, definitely let me know. Um, what was your experience of it? How did you like it? I know for myself, I loved it to see the community come together and for the older seniors to come out there to be a part of it, and also for the younger kids that came out there that was a part of it also, which it was really good. And Pastor Haynes really did preach today, so it was a good sermon. Um, so definitely let me know how you feel about it. Also talking about Amber Geiger, attorney, trying to get her on a lesser charge, which we need to stay woke on that, because they will try to do it when we don't pay attention. And also, I seen earlier today a video. Uh, a ton, Miss Jefferson out of Fort Worth, the one that was killed by that officer, her nephew had held the rally at the mayor house. I believe it was yesterday. He did it. I I forgot how old he is, but for these young people to start stepping up and knowing what's going on and taking a stand on this. So that's the type of leadership that we should be doing for the younger folk. Welcome to the show, Ryan Thomas. Thank you for listening. Um, that's the type of um, leadership we need to be showing our young kids, to be able to do what's right, to take a stand. And when I seen these young kids at the church today, I was like, man, that's powerful. And they knew the reason why, which was a good thing. So, um, and I'm not gonna be on here long tonight because it's been a long day. I think I got up about 4:30 this morning, so and I'm exhausted. But I wanted to come on. Welcome, Kimberly Stevens, to the show. Thank you for watching. If y'all was at the church today and was in the ride along, definitely let me know how you feel about it. What was your experience? How did you feel? Like I said, I got chills. I got chills. I felt like the first time I went to the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis, I was like, man, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I loved it. To see people from all walk of life to come together and for this cause. And hopefully the city of Dallas will do what's right, understand that Black lives do matter, and we're not going nowhere. So they're going to have to start to make laws to include us. We do need equal justice for everybody, and we need to hold these cops accountable. When they do stuff like that, they need to be held accountable. Um, Trust me, I've been. I just said I'm not gonna respond back to no more stupid answers. So um, people been sending me comments, hate speech. I'm like, look, it's whatever. Pray for you, keep on going. But thank you for watching the show. I'm sure some of them probably watching now, and that's fine. Um, Also, what is the guy name? Chris Christensen, um, the bench coach for Oakland A's, um, held up the Nazi sign the other day after they win. One player corrected him, and he laughed about it, pointed at the player, turned around, did it again. Talking about he was laughing at himself. How can you laugh at yourself when you do it twice? And you know cameras are around. You didn't know the difference between an elbow bump and a Nazi sign. I'm just saying. I have reached out to the organization. He need to be stepped down. Need to be held accountable. Then both of them immediately put out a um a statement, a semi apology. But people, you got to realize once you do things, that's your you say stuff, do stuff, that's your true feelings. Then you come back and apologize once you start getting pressure and you want people to accept your apology. So I don't, because your true feelings were what you did at first. Um, and that's the way it is. If I come on here and if I say something, yeah, if I'm doing something that is wrong, okay, that's on me. That's on me. And you had a right to accept my apology. You had a right not to. But that's why it's important. Anything I talk about on the show, I make sure I do my research and I'm not putting out false information. And for him to hold up the sign saying he didn't know it was offensive, yeah, okay. I don't believe that. You're old enough to know the difference, and especially during times like this. Um, I don't buy it. So hopefully Oakland A's do something right, and kind of like Nick Cannon last month when he made his statement. Well, I understand, but it wasn't right. It just wasn't right for him to make those type of statements. So he ended up losing his job. Well, several of his jobs. So this guy should be held accountable also. When you do stuff like that, you need to be held accountable. So that's the way I see it. Um, but like I said, I'm not gonna be on here long tonight. Had a long day today, and have to get back in the move, and I'm gonna have an early morning in the morning also. So, but I just wanted to see how did y'all feel about the ride today. I enjoyed it. It was beautiful to see that many people to show up in the community for a good cause, and to be able to, um, I don't know exactly how far we went, maybe 5 miles or so. And when Pastor came on to Instagram Live and talked about he've already made it to the church and showing all the cars coming down Wheatland, and I'm like, man, how many cars is it? Because I'm still sitting in the same spot. And now I was like, man, now that just made me have chills all over again because I'm sitting at the starting spot and cars already made it to the church. So I felt real good about that. That was that's should go down in the history book of Dallas. Um because like I said, it was all walk of life out there. There was Caucasian, Hispanic, different organization. I believe it was the Dallas Jeep Club and several organizations out there that participated. They was registering people to vote and doing surveys for what you would like to see in the city of Dallas. So it was pretty for me. I was excited about it. I also enjoyed it, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it too. And let's do it again come November. November the 3rd. We need to have that same energy and go to the poll. We need to get out and vote and make a difference. Let our voice really be heard. Let them know that we're not going to stand for foolishness. And somebody need to reach out to Kanye people. Um, Tell Kanye to sit down somewhere. Um, and then Nick Cannon. Nick, you just got in trouble last month, but now you're talking about you would vote for Kanye. What you got to realize, anybody who's considering to vote for Kanye, if you pay attention, they only getting him in the ballots in certain states. And the time have already passed for him to register, so they have to do a petition in order to put him on the ballot. So what some people are going to do is write him in. Kanye do not have a chance to win. No chance at all to win. So anybody who's voting for him, that's a vote for Trump. So what we need to do, and hopefully this get out to Kanye and his people, don't don't make people waste their votes. We still need to vote. Don't get me wrong, we still need to vote, but we need to vote for the right candidate. That's going to be for you and your family. Now, Trump, he made a little move last week, trying to win people over by extending the unemployment benefit, and then he made the statement, "I'm gonna extend it to the end of the year. Hopefully, I'm still around." He doing everything he can to try to win, and Kanye need to sit down somewhere. He don't need to get involved with this. And please, everybody that is registered to vote, that's voting in November, which it should be almost all of us, do not go in and write Kanye name on the ballot. Don't do it. Vote intelligent. Vote for somebody who's for you, somebody who can uh, that's gonna stand for you. And don't get me wrong, every politician they have their do's and don't. I don't believe everything that all of them say, but I know what I don't want to deal with. Another 4 years of this mess we've been dealing with. And if you voting for Kanye, and when they say Trump won again, that's nobody's fault but your own. You can't blame nobody because the ones that's paying attention to it, they're not gonna waste their vote on Kanye. Why? They're not gonna write nobody in that is not on the ballot. Why do that? That's giving Trump a free vote. We need all the votes we can get to get him out of office. So I'm saying do what you feel that is best for you and your household. I know for me and my household, who we not voting for. And these last 4 years have been rough. He's trying to change the structure of the post office to slow the mail-in ballots down. So we don't need somebody like that. This man, bad enough, he went lost what, 300,000 lives to COVID-19 that he thought was a joke at first. Oh, it'll just blow over. It'll go away. I'm not gonna wear a mask. But last month he started wearing one. So it's this is not a game. We need to vote this time like our life depend on it because it do. Our life really depend on it this time. Because when it come down to who's gonna have the best interest for the people, I can tell you now, Trump all about getting his pocket full, giving his friends bailouts that don't need them, and then want to um for the smaller folks, he don't care nothing about us. He don't care nothing about us at all. So we need to make a change. We need to do something different. And I would say we need to clean the swamp. That's what he said before he was going to do, clean the swamp. But Trump is not for us. So please don't play this game with Kanye and Trump. Vote smart and get them out. Yeah. Um, Biden has some issues, but I would take Biden over Trump any day. That's my opinion. I knew I should have threw my name in the hat several months back. Um, I probably would have had a better chance than Trump. And at this point, I'm tired of Trump. We need to change. He need to get out of office. Um, Welcome to the show, TCal. She said it's actually 162,000 deaths to COVID-19. Thank you for letting me know. I know we just reached 500 million cases of COVID-19. No, 5 million, not 500 million, 5 million, I'm sorry. 5 million cases of COVID-19 in the U.S. alone, which all of this could have been avoided. But he has such a hard on for President Obama, where everything President Obama put in place, he changed. Um, it was a team in place to prevent pandemics. As soon as he got in office, he fired him. So that tell you how you feel about him. Because a black man put it in place, he didn't like it. That's the only reason why I could think if he did it. He kept talking about his birth certificate so much. Then he go back to the Central Park Five. Look how he did them. His track record is not good. And I just started watching a series. Someone asked me if I watched it today, and I said, okay, I will. Welcome to the show, JR Barbie. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share with a friend. Um, what we're talking about today, we did the ride in for New Dallas with Friendship West today. We also talked about Amber Geiger, attorney trying to lower her charge, get her out of jail quicker, but that don't need to happen. Um, and we also talking about the election. Kanye trying to take votes from Biden to help Trump win. So that's what we're talking about today. You can chat live with us in the chat. I can see them when they come in. So if you have something you want to talk about, we could definitely talk about it. But we need to really pay attention to this election. Need to make sure we go out and vote. I've said it on several shows. If you are in the DFW Metroplex, um, and if you need a ride to the polls November the 3rd, please send me a message. I will make arrangement for you to be picked up and taken to the poll. If once you vote, um, bring some water. Support the ones that have to wait in line to vote. Bring some water. Encourage them to stay there because we really need to vote November the 3rd. Our life do depend on it because the last 6 or 7 months have been crazy. With the coronavirus, the way that our leaders have well, they just now starting to kind of pay attention to the doctors, but they wanted to do their own things, just like with the kids going back to school. I know some Georgia school went back to school last week, and the very next day, several people tested positive. So, is it safe for the kids to go back to school? I say not. I believe in the Metroplex, is it? I want to say maybe it's a school district here that is going back. I believe on Wednesday, and then I think on the 18th they're supposed to start doing in person or something. So I just don't think it's a good plan out there. It's I really don't feel like it is because here it is. If you're looking at you want to say look at high school, then you have professional teams that are being affected that are taking all the safety measures to prevent from them from getting the virus, and they're still getting the virus. So how can you prevent kids from getting them when grown-ups can't even prevent it? Now I know some of them they doing what they want to do, and kind of like the player for LA Clippers that went out a couple of weeks ago to get some hot wings from Magic City, which is not a smart move. But um, LA Clippers didn't, as far as I know, they don't have the virus on their team, but some baseball teams have gotten it. A couple of players have gotten it, and they just had to opt out for the football team. So some players have opted out not to play this season. So it's going to be very interesting, and I think people looking more at the money than they are the life. So Let me know how y'all feel about it. Um, it's gonna be very interesting how this all play out. If you have kids that's going back to school or already back in school, um, how do you feel about it? What precautions are y'all taking? What steps are you taking to keep them safe? Because I know for me, when I go out sometime, a lot of people don't wear their mask the proper way. um, your mask should cover your nose and your mouth, and sometimes it's just covering the mouth. So that's gonna be very hard when you're in school and having to wear a mask all day. So, and only thing they're saying is, oh, if a person is affected, if they test positive, if we know about it in time, we can isolate them. You can isolate them, but how many people have they? At some point, they can't stay there the full time. They're gonna have to come back through the school. They're gonna have to go to the restroom. So, what type of isolation are you doing? So that's just something that's going through my mind. But like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long tonight because tomorrow I'm working on some stories that got me looking side eye. So I will be making calls in the morning to a couple of police departments and finding out the full detail because I want to know why. I want to know why did I believe it's Waycross, Georgia. Yeah, policeman pulling over a car and they shot at kids. Mm, shot at kids from age of 9 to either 16 or 17, and they pistol whooped one of the boys. So I'm gonna discuss that show tomorrow because hopefully by then I'll have some answers from the police department and find out what's going on and why did this happen. And looking at the video, they trying to calm the parents down, but you just shot at their kids and pistol whip one boy. So how can you tell them to calm down? Welcome to the show, Alexis Gates. Thank you for watching. Um, so that's gonna be on the show tomorrow, and then I'm also working on some other stuff for tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Today, if you had the opportunity to do the if you attended the ride-in for a new Dallas with Friendship West today, let me know how you felt about it. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I loved it. Hair standing up on my arm, on my head, and I don't have too much hair on my head, but it felt good. I felt like the first time I went to the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. I was like, man, to see the young folks out there, and then to see some of our older seniors out there, all for a great cause to make a change. So I definitely enjoyed it. If you was there, let me know how you feel about it. And you can chat live with us in the chat. I can read your comment once you come up, put it up on the stream, and keep rolling with it. So, but also if you have a subject you want us to speak on, send me a message. Um, I would definitely speak on it, no matter what it is. We would definitely speak on it, and you can send me an email. Who you with, Kurt Dog at mail.com. That's WHO, the letter U, WITHCURTDOG at mail.com. So definitely send me show ideas and we will definitely speak on it. Um, and you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope. Um, you can always chat live with me. Also on Instagram. Speak on it with who you with, Kurt Dog. I'm trying to do more on Instagram. Unfortunately, uh, sometimes Instagram I'm unable to operate that in this, but I spend a lot of time on Instagram doing a lot of stuff. So trying to do more. But you can always reach out to me on either one of the platforms. Send me a DM, preferably email. But if you just want to toss it up, hey, DM me. We could talk. We could talk about whatever's dealing with the show. So, because I do get a lot of spam mail from people trying to claim they want to do logos. It's already working on that, so it's good. But other than that, hey, I'm an open book. You can communicate with me however you feel that is best. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, um, what we're gonna talk about tomorrow so far is Waycross Police Department shooting at a car full of teenagers. The car was not stolen. Um, and the driver actually had license. And I want to say they pistol whoop a. I kind of think the boy was 12 years old. They pistol whoop him. So that's gonna be interesting tomorrow. So definitely tune in tomorrow. We'll talk about that. And I'm working on a couple other stories that we will be talking about also. And try to get some answers. So I'm gonna call in tomorrow. Call the police department tomorrow. Try to find out exactly what happened, for we can know what was the reason why they was trying to pull him over. Uh, Maybe they thought somebody stole a car or something. I don't know. Whatever the reason, it gave them no reason to shoot at young kids from the age of 9. And I want to say the oldest one was 17. And you shooting at them. And you expect them to stand there while you shooting at them. Of course they're gonna run. So, but we will discuss that tomorrow. So, um, until tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold you long. Um, for the new ones, please don't judge me. I know that bump, I got bit by a mosquito or something, so I need to go put some more alcohol on it or something, and it's not good. Um, so don't be judging, talking about, oh, he got a big old bump on his mouth. No, I got bit by a mosquito. So, um, but until tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, I will see y'all then. Um, until then, I love each and every one of you. Until tomorrow night.